Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. In this video, I'm going to tell you about what are the different type of S4 HANA projects are going on in the current market. So I hope it will give an idea that how much scope we have and what kind of projects you can work if you get a first job or if you're changing from one company to another company. Mostly, you will work on these 5 kind of projects, maybe a little bit sometimes you get only little enhancement or only kind of some data migration related things. That's a common everywhere happen. But I highlighted mainly 5 projects which can happen mostly whenever you work on new implementation or any kind of a thing when you're going to change the company or project change, company change, or you're starting your SAP career. Mostly you will be joining any of these 5 projects. Let us check it. What are those projects and okay. So here, if you see, the first one is greenfield implementation. So any company, for example, a new startup or a company, a branch of any other company, they have started a new business. Currently, they are not using any kind of ERP system, or they are using just the basics of managing with MS Office or any basic things they're running their business. And the first they are planning to implement S4 HANA. So they're not using SAP ECC and they're using any kind of a basic ERP systems or any other ERP systems, and they want to go for a brand new S4 HANA implementation project. Then that implementation will be called as greenfield implementation. So you can get these kind of a projects if you're going for an implementation. It will be a fresh implementation. There is no base of ECC or they don't know about SAP. And the mostly those kind of projects will be called under greenfield implementation. You can get that projects. Second one is the brownfield implementation. The brownfield implementation, I think many of you are working and you are going to get many of opportunities. Like most of the opportunities can be from brownfield implementation. Brownfield implementation means a company has implemented ECC in 2010 or 2005 or 2015 or whatever. In last 20 years or 30 years or 15 years back, they implemented ECC and they want to migrate to S4 HANA. So here they can choose that based on their global template and based on the discussions, they can choose directly S4 HANA 2022, or they would have discussed 1-2 years before. So they would have decided S4 HANA 2021, whatever the version, they're going to move from ECC to S4 HANA. In these kind of implementations, what happened, the companies have been using ECC for 15 years or 20 years or 10 years of time. So they have certain customizations and the business is already running well with those kind of customizations, which are done specific to that client. They don't want to disturb those kind of solutions. And few of the customizations, S4 HANA is replacing with a standard solution. So those customizations can be dropped, but there are core customizations are done for the client during ECC time. The business doesn't want to disturb those things. So you can see here ECC to S4 HANA without much disturbing the existing solutions. So they're not going to disturb the existing solutions, and they want to use the S4 HANA capabilities or the speed up because of the tables or Fury apps. They want to use it, but they don't want to disturb certain kind of reports or certain kind of enhancements, certain kind of interfaces they did with their other systems. So then that will be called as a brownfield implementation. So at high level, if you're going for a fresh S4 HANA implementation where there is no ECC concept at all, it will be greenfield implementation. And if they are migrating from ECC to S4 HANA, then it will be a brownfield implementation. Next, rollout projects. The rollout projects that we discussed multiple times in ECC time also. So a company has implemented S4 HANA in, for example, they have their own main branch in US. They started first implementation. Then later they have branches in UK, India, and Germany. Every country they have a certain kind of the same business they're running in different countries, then they will roll out the main template. They will roll out into each country. But we know, right, when we go for each country, there will be localization based on the local taxation or local shipping policies. They will need certain kind of additional requirements. So the standard template will be used as a rollout, but based on the localization requirements, different forms, different reports, different enhancements, they are using certain kind of third-party systems for their warehouse activities or for transportation activities. Those kind of interfaces, the localization needs to be taken care. So the main template will be rolled out, but the localization needs to be taken care. So you will get these kind of projects. So the rollout projects are at high level, it is same in ECC and S4 HANA. In name wise, I mean. Upgrade projects. Upgrade projects are mainly like there are few companies have already implemented S4 HANA during 1809 or like 2019, 17, 16. So during that time they implemented. Now they want to migrate to the latest version. Currently we have S4 HANA 2022 is the current latest version in the market. They want to migrate from 1809 to 2022. At that point of time, those projects will be called as a upgrade projects. The fifth type will be support projects. This is again like how we know about ECC. Company has implemented S4 HANA and an application support team or the AMS team will be supporting those clients based on the provided solutions. And in these kind of support projects, as you know that if the business is having any new requirements or business is having certain kind of complexity in the existing solution or business is expecting certain changes in the solution, at that point of time, the support team will work on enhancements and changes in the existing design also. So these are support projects. These are the top 5 according to my knowledge and according to my analysis. These are the 5 kind of projects which you can work when you go for any S4 HANA project in coming days. Okay, so there are 6, 7 like small things. Like I mentioned that in the support they got some 10 requirements, and all the 10 requirements the project can decide, like the management can decide, okay, let's do this 10 in projects, what you call 10 developments into one mini project, and that for that mini project they can hire you. At that point of time you will work on the enhancements and the changes, only you will work on that. Okay, they can follow mostly this the greenfield kind of a rollout approach they can follow, or else they don't have any rollout. All companies are going to use those enhancements, so that you will only work based on the object by object preparing functional specification and providing, and then do the development, testing, and move to production. All those processes will be followed. So sometimes it is only some data, so the business is going to take some few new products to manufacture, so they want a new production orders and a new master data. So that kind of a mini projects also can come. This is the way how you can plan your preparation based on the type of implementation or type of project you are going to get in your next role. New company or existing company, you're changing one project to another project. So people may use different words like what is greenfield, what is brownfield. So these are the area like how you can understand what kind of project. I hope this video has given you a good understanding. Definitely, I will plan based on the requirements, based on my thought process. If I feel that there is a separate video required only for greenfield implementation and only for brownfield implementation, definitely I will plan with high-level activities. Keep supporting me by sharing our videos with your circle. And before leaving, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Signing off, Ganesh Padala.